Hello YouTube, my name is Nero TV, so we're Call of Duty World War II. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Friday is finally here, and therefore it is time for the weekly community update from Sledgehammer Games. This week is going to be a bit different than usual, because along with the new blog post, we also have a new game update that changed around the weapon balance of several guns here in this game, as well as made a fundamental change to the aim down sight speeds across the board. Here in this video, we're going to be covering everything that was featured in today's update, as well as, of course, taking a look at Sledgehammer's blog post, so hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's start things off here by taking a look at the changes that were made to the sniper rifles and specifically to quickscoping. So as you guys can see here, the Springfield now takes a lot longer to aim down sights than it did previously, and the same is true for the COD 98K, though I will say the change to the COD 98K is not nearly as drastic as the Springfield. The Springfield was definitely hit hard by today's quickscoping nerf. When it comes to the Lee Enfield and the Carbine, neither of these were changed, and they are still tied for being the fastest aiming snipers in the game, but the Springfield is now the slowest aiming sniper, and the COD 98K is slightly faster than that. Next up, let's take a look at the FG42, the gun that Sledgehammer Games just can't make up their mind on. So today, they nerfed its fire rate, and as you guys can see, it fires slower than it did previously. This is a really interesting situation for me, right? Because the FG42 is a gun that's been changed, what, 3, 4, 5 times now since the launch of the game, and they just can't seem to find a happy medium with it. The reason why they continue to update this gun is not because of public matches, it's because of competitive Call of Duty. So for those that don't know, in competitive COD, the FG42 is like the go-to rifle. It's the god rifle of the professional scene as well as the competitive scene, right? And in public matches, it's kind of the opposite. You don't see people using the FG42 very much in public matches, and when you do, it's really not that big of a deal. It's like, oh, the guy has an FG42. Haven't seen one of those in a while. It's a really odd situation, right? It's a classic example of a developer continuously updating a gun and balancing a gun around competitive play as compared to balancing it around the game as a whole. And so as a result, we should see less of it being used in competitive play, which is good. That means the guns like the STG-44 and the BAR can have a bit more time to shine, but at the same time, I expect to see the FG-42 even less in public matches than we did previously, which is definitely not going to be a good thing. Next up, we have the Luftwaffe drilling shotgun, which has finally received a buff, and what a buff it was. They buffed up its damage range, they buffed up its damage per pellet, and they buffed its aim down sight spread, because of course a shotgun has spread as compared to bullets, and the end result is a much more consistent Luftwaffe drilling, and as somebody who loves using double barrel shotguns, I am so happy with this result here. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite shotguns to use here in Call of Duty World War II, and I may actually put down the combat shotgun now and again to start using the Luftwaffe, which is definitely a pretty good sign. As for the rest of today's updates, so as I said, they made a fundamental change to aim down sight speed, so the rifles, the submachine guns, and the light machine guns now all aim down sights faster than they did previously, and in the case of submachine guns, the sprint out time has actually been changed to make it a little bit faster, so therefore submachine guns are going to be able to go from sprinting up to shooting much faster than they did previously. When it comes to specific weapon balance changes, the Gewehr 43 now fires faster than it did before, it has less recoil than it did before, and it now has a 12-round magazine by default as compared to the 10 that it previously had, and man, I am very happy with the changes with the Gewehr 43 so far. I already like this gun. I have the very unpopular opinion that the Gewehr was a good gun beforehand, and now it's even better, so hopefully we see this gun actually used a bit more. The SVT-40 has less recoil than it did previously, and as you can see from these comparisons, it really is night and day different. The SVT-40 feels like an entirely different weapon, and hopefully as a result, more people are going to start to use it because this gun has barely been used since launch. Like, I can't count the amount of times I've died to an SVT-40, probably 5 times in total. It's ridiculous. Nobody uses this gun, and hopefully after today's patch, more people are going to give it a try. The MP40 now has less recoil than it did previously. The M1A1 can now be fired faster than it could before, but still not as quickly as the Gewehr 43. There is still a fire rate cap on that weapon, and the toggle action shotgun has an 8-round magazine by default as compared to the 6-round magazine that it's had since launch. That pretty much does it for all today's weapon balance changes, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like Sledgehammer Games tried to sneak anything else into today's update. So we knew about these changes last night. They told us these weapon balance changes were going to be happening, but I had assumed that maybe they would try to squeeze in some bug fixes or some game changes into today's patch, but since they haven't given us any patch notes, I suppose we're going to just have to wait and see see how it plays out and see if anything flew under the radar. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Sledgehammer's weekly community update blog. So for those that don't know, they just started doing this a couple of weeks ago. Every Friday, Sledgehammer Games writes a community update blog where they address community concerns, they give us a glimpse of what they're working on, and they shout out various members of the community. Unfortunately, this week's blog is the smallest one we've had so far, and that's because pretty much everything that they wanted to announce has already been announced earlier in the week. So in case you missed it, the Resistance DLC map pack is going to become available for the Xbox One and the PC on Thursday, March 1st. Sledgehammer has activated a triple-double event for Call of Duty WWII, which means that from now until Monday on February 26th, you are going to be getting double experience, double division experience, and double zombies experience. Call of Duty WWII's multiplayer on the PC is free to play this weekend, so feel free to try it out if you guys have been wanting to, and the full version of the game on PC is currently on sale, and if you log into Call of Duty WWII on PC before February 27th, they will give you 3 rare resistance supply drops as their way of making amends for the winter bribes not working properly on the PC platform during the Winter Siege event. Aside from that, Sledgehammer has acknowledged that in their recent community updates, they oftentimes overuse the phrase coming soon instead of giving us a proper ETA of what they're working on, and they say that in the future they'll do a better job of giving us a clear idea of what they're working on and when that thing will actually be coming to the game, which I definitely think is going to be a good change of pace, right? Because it's nice they're being transparent. It's nice they say, hey, we're working on this, we're working on that, but since they never actually give us an ETA, we're kind of just left wondering, okay, when's it actually going to be coming to the game? Like, for example, I don't know, paint jobs. When are those going to be coming to the game, Sledgehammer? You said during the Resistance event, and spoiler alert, Resistance ends in 4 days. Like, we've gone this entire month without them. When are they going to be coming to the game? It would be nice if we actually had some transparency in that respect, and so hopefully that's something they can work on going forward. It was also revealed in today's blog post that Sledgehammer Games teamed up with Raven Software to look into the issue of War not giving as much experience as it should. So for those that don't know, it's been widely speculated by a lot of people in the community that Sledgehammer Games adjusted the amount of experience you can earn in War to make it so you can't level up as fast as you could back in the day. Well, after looking into it, they have concluded that no changes have been made whatsoever, and War is giving out the same amount of experience as it always has, even dating back till November. I know a lot of people are not going to believe Sledgehammer when they say that, so I'm going to link you guys to a very lengthy and in-depth video by Sour Patch Adult where he proves that they have not changed War whatsoever and you earn the same amount of experience now as you did back in the day. No changes have been made. It's basically a situation of some people made some videos talking about it, or maybe some blog posts were made, and then suddenly it spread like wildfire and everybody started believing that War was secretly nerfed, when in reality, no changes have actually been made. For you Zombies fans, it's nice to have a Zombies update now and then. Sledgehammer has revealed part of Drosten Hind's backstory, and they've also teased that he's getting ready to share his theory on the language that the zombies are using to speak. So if you guys like to check out more on that, I'll have a link to Sledgehammer's blog post down there in the description so you can read up on his backstory and maybe get an idea of when he's going to go ahead and give us this theory on the language the zombies are going to be using. They don't have an ETA on it right now, but some things are coming for zombies, which is very good because the zombies community really seems to get the short end of the stick here in Call of Duty WWII. They're not getting nearly as many updates, so I'm definitely happy to see this. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check out the community creations that were featured in this week's update. First up, we have Starada with this wonderful drawing of the Call of Duty WWII cover art. We have Insane Axel's equally wonderful, but in a much different way, drawing of the Call of Duty WWII cover art. We have Reverse Osmosis and their interpretation of the main campaign characters. On the left, we have Pearson, the middle is Daniels, and the right is Zussman. And finally, we have this awesome video from Brandon Hartshorn doing a 3D illustration of the Call of Duty WWII logo. I used to draw a ton growing up. I used to be really passionate about it, and I just suddenly stopped somewhere around middle school, and seeing stuff like this makes me want to kind of get back into it, though I'm worried I would be absolutely terrible. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you guys here in this video. Those are all of today's weapon balance changes, as was all of the new information that was released by Sledgehammer in this week's community update. I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below about all of today's changes. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.